Welcome to the first semifinal match of the 2019 Haiku season, co-sponsored by New Horizons Credit Union and the Mobile County Public School System. I'm Bob Tripp, your quizmaster. Today's semifinal features high school students from Citronelle, Davidson, and the home team, Baker. The questions you're going to hear this morning are prepared in 16 categories by educators throughout the country who are all experts in their fields. They try to make the questions equally challenging. Now, here's how the points are awarded. In a regular category, each team will receive its own question in that area. The teams will then have 15 seconds and 4 opportunities to answer. Each time an incorrect answer is given, it's worth 1 less point. Starts out with 4, 3, 2, 1. If a team misses it entirely, either of the other 2 teams up here can gain 1 point with a correct answer, and I'll explain some of the other scoring as we go on. Good luck, everybody. Here's our first questions in current events to Baker. Nicolas Maduro, who believes his presidency of Venezuela is legitimate, is being challenged by a young opposition leader. Give me his last name.
Guaido.
Right. 4 points. Davidson. The star of Veep, a television comedy based on politics, is the Emmy-winningest performer in TV history. Give me her full name.
Julia Louis Dreyer.
Yes, that's right. Dreyfus. Right. Very good. 4 points. Citronelle. This HBO documentary offers evidence to support the long-standing accusations against Michael Jackson, the king of pop. The documentary centers on the plight of 2 survivors. Give me the name of this 2-part series.
Leaving Neverland?
That's right, 4 points. Great start to this morning's competition. Now we'll go to American history and back to Baker. The first of several trade deals between the United States and China occurred in 1844. This deal included both the economic boons of the silk trade but also the political benefits of relations between both countries. Give me the name of this treaty.
The Treaty of Wongia.
Right, 4 points. Davidson. A massive tract of land was wrested from Mexican control following the war in the 1840s. Slavery in this territory was a hot-button topic, as seen with the amendment introduced by a Pennsylvania representative. This amendment stipulated that slavery should never exist in any territory wrested from Mexico. Name this amendment that never became federal law.
Wilmot Proviso.
Right, 4 points. Citronelle. Abolitionists loathed slavery, but often for different reasons. A large group of early abolitionists focused their efforts on transporting blacks back to Africa. Name the society that was founded for this purpose in 1817.
The Know-Nothings?
Try again. Baker buzzed in early. Davidson.
American Colonization Society.
Yes, that's right, 1 point. All right, next topic is biology. Pennsylvanian ponds contain a thermocline during midsummer with a zone of abrupt temperature decrease as you go deeper. Below the thermocline lies a layer of water that is most dense at 4 degrees Celsius. Identify this layer.
The Profundal Zone.
Try again.
The Twilight Zone.
Try again.
The Eutrophic Zone.
Try again. Citronelle.
The Photic Zone?
No. Davidson.
Permafrost.
No. Hypolimnion. That's what it's called. Davidson. Name a deep, oxygen-rich lake in which nutrients and organic matter are relatively scarce.
Eutrophic.
Say it again.
Eutrophic.
Try again. Baker.
Oligotrophic.
Yes, oligotrophic is right. Citronelle. Identify the type of adaptation in the following examples: whales that produce one offspring at a time, and elephants that give birth to young who are large and will live for a long time. Five seconds.
Natural adaptation.
Try again.
Earth adaptation.
Nope. Baker?
Our selected adaptation.
No. Davidson?
Birth adaptation.
No. K-selected. K is what we needed. No points. All right, time for our first toss-up of the match. It's in sports. One answer per team, 4 points for a correct answer. So teams, hand their buzzers. Here's your sports question. During his 22-season baseball career starting in 1890, Cy Young established a number of pitching records, some of which have stood for more than a century. 1 year after his death, the Cy Young Award was created to honor each previous season's best pitcher. Young compiled 511 career wins, which is the most in Major League history. He recorded 30 victories on 5 occasions and won more than 20 games 15 times. He also retired with the most career losses in MLB history. Give me the number of losses earned by Cy Young. Baker.
732.
Sorry. Citronelle.
570.
Sorry. Davidson.
13.
316. He won a lot, but he lost a lot. All right, literature is the topic. Back to a regular category, back to Baker. In Tony K. Bambera's short story titled Raymond's Run, give the last name of the man who carries a clipboard and pins the numbers on students at the May Day race.
Pearson.
Right, 4 points. Davidson. In Agatha Christie's short story titled The Companion, identify the month in which a British woman drowned in the waters off the coast of Gran Canary Island.
January.
Yes, 4 points. And Citronelle. In William Saroyan's short story titled A Curved Line, every 2 weeks the narrator received letters from an institute that wanted him to take a course so that he too could develop a fine, big brain. The narrator quit opening the letters and gave them to his niece to cut up instead. Give the name of the institute that kept sending these letters.
Rigner.
Try again.
Wagner.
Try again. Davidson buzzed in early. Baker.
Pellman.
That's right. Very good. Now we're going to change the rules again and ask some questions in math. Now, as you can see, the shot clock changed from 15 to 60 seconds, and each team gets a copy of every question for possible bonus points. But the first question belongs exclusively to Baker, so everyone open your yellow math envelopes. The right triangle ABC has the right angle at A. Angle B measures 28 degrees. Points D and E are located on BC, with D closer to point B and E closer to point C. Segments AD and AE trisect angle A. What is the measure in degrees of angle ADC? "30 seconds for Baker to get 4 possible answers.
$80 degrees.
Try again.
45 degrees.
Try again.
38 degrees.
Try again.
90.
Nope. Teams, wait for the buzzer if you'd like to answer. Don't buzz in early. Citronelle.
50 degrees.
No. Davidson.
37.
58 degrees. 58 degrees. No points on that. All right, next question goes to Davidson. Everyone open your red math envelopes. Lines A, B, and CD are parallel, with AD and BD as transversals. Point E is on line BD beyond D and is not between the parallel lines. If the measure of angle EDC is 58 degrees and line AD bisects angle BDC, what is the measure in degrees of angle DAB? Thirty seconds left for Davidson to give 4 possible answers. Seconds.
32,
Try again.
58,
Try again.
16,
Try again.
21,
Nope. Teams wait for the buzzer, please. Citronelle.
122.
No. Baker.
45.
No. 61 degrees. 61. No points. Next math question goes to Citronelle. Everyone open your blue math envelopes, please. Chords AB and CD of a circle intersect at point P. If angle CAP has a measure of 31 degrees and angle BPD has a measure of 43 degrees, what is the measure in degrees of angle ABD?
$74.
Try again.
$25.
Try again.
68.
Try again.
five.
Nope. Teams wait for the buzzer. Davidson.
106.
106 is right. 1 point. We're going to leave geometry behind for now. We're going to ask some questions now in Shakespeare. In Act 3 of Othello, Desdemona notices that her handkerchief is missing. After Emilia denies knowing where it might be, Desdemona asserts its importance by saying she would rather have lost a different possession. Identify that possession.
Her life.
Try again.
Her wealth.
Try again.
Her soul.
Or try again.
Her brain.
Nope. Davidson.
Her purse.
Her purse is right. 1 point for Davidson. Davidson, your question now in Shakespeare. In Act 3 of The Winter's Tale, the oracle's pronouncement states that if that which is lost be not found, Leontes will lack something. Tell what he will lack.
Wife.
Try again.
Reconciliation.
Try again.
Forgiveness.
Try again.
Kingdom.
Nope. Teams wait for the buzzer if you know the answer. Citronelle.
Happiness.
No. Baker.
Air.
An heir. That's right. All right, Citronelle. Your question in Shakespeare. Act 3 of As You Like It includes these lines. I earn that I eat, get that I wear, owe no man hate, envy no man's happiness, glad of other men's good, content with my harm. Give the name of the character who offers this defense of his own goodness.
Orlando.
Try again.
Oliver.
Try again.
Jacques.
Try again.
Ganymede.
Nope. Teams wait for the buzzer. Don't buzz in early. Baker?
Touchstone.
No. Davidson?
Autolycus.
No. Corin. Corin was the answer we needed. No points on that. Time for a geography question. When traveling from the Mediterranean Sea region to the Black Sea, one must cross through several straits. the country of Turkey, owning the land on each side. When heading east, exiting the Aegean Sea, one enters the first strait. Name the strait.
Strait of Messina.
Try again.
Dardanelles.
Right, 3 points. Dardanelles. All right, Davidson. A small island rests between Corsica and mainland Italy. It became and remains famous for being the location of Napoleon's first exile. Name this island.
Sardinia.
Try again. Baker.
Elba.
Elba's right, 1 point. All right, Citronelle. Southern European nations of a rich history of winemaking, particularly those in the Mediterranean region. Because of the climate, it is conducive to growing a staple crop inherent to the making of wine. Name this crop.
Grapes.
That's right, 4 points. Very good. We are at halfway through our competition right now. Citronelle has 8 points, Davidson has 15, Baker's in the lead with 19 points. We're going to start the second half with some questions in chemistry. Baker, here's your question. Give the name of the kinetic constant, which is a measure of the minimum amount of collision energy required for two molecules to react.
Activation energy.
That's right, 4 points. Davidson, if the reaction of two gaseous reactants are in equilibrium with a liquid product, state the direction the reaction will shift in if the pressure of the system is increased by decreasing the vessel's volume.
Right,
Try again.
left,
Try again.
to the reactants,
Try again.
to the products.
Yes, products, 1 point. Citronelle, give the term for cylinders composed of substances that absorb neutrons, therefore slowing a chain reaction in a nuclear fission reactor.
Control rods.
Yes, control rods is right, 4 points. Topic is art history. Although he was born in Dublin, this artist was English by parentage. He began his career as an interior and furniture designer. When his work titled Three Studies for Figures at the Base of a Crucifixion was exhibited in London in 1945, it aroused violent reactions. Give me the last name of this artist whose work is among the most tragic expressions of 20th century art.
Bacon.
Right, Francis Bacon, 4 points. Davidson, give the name of the Italian city in which the Ultra Guernica, or Beyond Guernica, was drawn up as the manifesto of realism in 1946.
Sicily,
Try again.
Rome,
Try again.
Milan,
Yes, 2 points. Milan. Citronelle. This Italian expressionist group formed in the late 1970s. The term given to this group in 1979 by the critic Achille Bonito Olivier means beyond avant-garde. The paintings produced by this group of artists were inspired from various sources, including Expressionism, Cubism, and Surrealism, as well as the figurative repertory of mythology and ancient art. Give the long name of this art movement that included such artists as Sandro Chia, Francesco Clemente, and Mimo Palladino.
the postmodernist movement,
Try again.
the modernist movement,
Try again.
The Second Renaissance.
Try again. Davidson.
Transvanguardia.
Right, very good, 1 point. All right, now we're going to change the rules again and ask some questions in team choice. Before our match began this morning, each team chose the topic it wanted to be quizzed on. There's 4 points for a correct answer, but the twist in team choice is there's only one answer per team. So teams, if I rule the original team's answer wrong, buzz in immediately. You can get 2 points instead of 1 for a correct answer. So Baker, you chose a question in American history. Again, a reminder, 1 answer here. Along with China, Japanese-U.S. relations were also sought after during the 1850s. The treaty that first opened diplomatic and trade relations with Japan was signed on March 31st, 1854. Name this treaty.
The Treaty of Kanagawa.
Right, 4 points. Davidson, you chose literature. Again, one answer, please. In Louis L'Amour's short story titled Desert Death Song, give the last name of the sheriff who was shot as he tried to make an arrest following the stagecoach robbery.
Larrabee.
Right, 4 points. Citronelle, you chose geography. While Venice is the largest seaport in Italy on the Adriatic Sea, to the south lies another large city. In southeastern Italy, along the southern Adriatic coast, is where the city is found. Name this seaport. 1 answer, please.
Florence.
Sorry. Teams, you can buzz in. Davidson.
Genoa.
No. Baker.
Naples.
No. Bari. Bari. No points on that. Time for our second toss-up of the match. So everybody, hands on your buzzers, please. Topic is Shakespeare. As soon as you think you've heard enough of the question to give an answer, please do. In Act 3 of Henry IV, Part 1, the confident conspirators review how they will divide the kingdom. The map they refer to assigns to Glendower all land west of a certain river. Baker.
Trent.
What is it?
Trent.
No. Somebody want to buzz in again? Between Davidson and Citronelle, anybody want to buzz in? Davidson.
Christendom.
What was it again?
Christendom.
No. Citronelle.
Jordan.
No. The Severn. Severn River is what we need. No points. Back to a regular category now. Back to our home team. It's physics. State the name of the person who first measured the circumference of the Earth in 235 BC in Egypt.
Eratosthenes.
That's correct. 4 points. Davidson. According to one of Kepler's laws of planetary motion, the square of the orbital period of a planet is directly proportional to the cube of another variable. Name the variable whose value cubed is directly proportional to the square of the orbital period of a planet.
Radius.
Try again.
Distance.
Try again.
Mass.
Nope. Baker.
Distance from the sun.
No. Sorry. Citronelle.
Rotation on its axis.
No. I needed the average distance of the planet to the sun, or the average orbital radius or orbital radius. Sorry. Citronelle. Name the two-terminal electronic device that permits flow of charge in only one direction, designed in the reverse of a photocell that stimulates the emission of electromagnetic waves commonly in the visible spectrum.
A light-emitting diode.
That's right. Very good. 4 points. Also known as an LED. American government. Gerald Ford was the first president to appoint both a woman and an African-American man to his cabinet. William T. Coleman was the Secretary of Transportation. Give the last name of Ford's Secretary of Housing and Urban Development, or HUD.
O'Connor.
Try again.
Benoit.
Try again.
Smith.
Try again.
James.
Davidson.
Weaver.
No. Citronelle.
Robinson.
No, it was Carla Hills. That's what we needed. Davidson. Give the name of the act that laid the foundation of the present federal civil service system. Its main purpose was to make merit the basis for hiring, promotion, and other personnel actions in the federal workforce.
Civil Service Act.
Try again.
Pendleton Act.
Yes, 3 points. The Pendleton Act. 3 points. Citronelle, give the name of the 1915 Supreme Court case in which a New York newspaper editor refused to testify before a federal grand jury regarding the sources for a news story that reported fraud in the collection of custom duties.
Williams versus New York.
Try again. Davidson.
Myers v. United States.
Sorry. Baker.
Fletcher versus Peck.
No. Burdick versus U.S. No points on that one. World history is our topic. In retaliation for the attack on the Golden Temple of Amritsar by the Indian Army, Prime Minister Indira Gandhi was assassinated by her own bodyguards. Give the religious affiliation of these assassins.
Sikhism.
That's right. 4 points. Davidson. After the Mexican Revolution in 1917, the people elected a series of generals to the presidency. These men formed a political party that dominated the Mexican government for the rest of the 20th century. Give the name by which this political party was originally known.
The National Revolutionary Party.
Correct. 4 points. Citronelle. Unmanned spacecraft have increasingly become an important part of the exploration of space because they have the ability to reach into the outer ranges of the solar system. In 1977, an unmanned U.S. probe sent back pictures of Jupiter, Saturn, Uranus, and Neptune. Give the name of this space probe.
Cassini.
Try again.
Voyager.
Try again. Did Baker buzz in earlier? Or was that okay? Okay. Baker?
Voyager 2.
Voyager 2. That's correct. Voyager 2. Very good. All right. 10 points separate Baker, Davidson. Citronelle has 16. We're down to the last question in today's contest. It's a math question. Everybody open your white math envelopes now. A small plane leaves the Philadelphia International Airport flying north at 200 miles an hour. A jumbo jet leaves the same airport at the same time going west at 480 miles an hour. How many hours later will the two planes be 1,040 miles apart? Baker.
4.
Sorry. Davidson or Citronelle? It's up to you. Citronelle. 2 is correct. 4 points for Citronelle. Our final score today, Citronelle 20, Davidson 30, advancing to the championship, Baker with 40 points.